Everyone loves the idea of being first. First to invent it, first to launch it, and first to change the game. In theory, it sounds great. If you're first, you define the market, build brand recognition very early, lock in customers, and set the rules. This is called a first mover advantage, but business history tells us a different story. Again and again, the companies that create an industry usually don't end up owning it. The winners are often the ones who arrive later, quieter, smarter, and more disciplined. Being first also means you also make the most expensive mistakes. You educate the markets, you train customers, you absorb all the early risk, you work on assumption, not data. You burn cash figuring out what actually works. And then someone else comes in and copies only what worked. Back in 1973, Talkomatic already allowed people to communicate online in real time, providing the core idea decades before social media existed. But it lacked identity, networks, and scale, which meant it only showed what was possible without capturing the value. Nearly 25 years later, early social media networks began experimenting publicly, many of them failing after paying the cost of being early, creating the opening for later platforms like Facebook, which didn't invent social media networking, but perfected it. The same thing happened with smartphones. The first real smartphone was IBM Simon Personal Communicator, released in 1994. BlackBerry came much later and dominated early smartphones by focusing on keyboards and enterprise users. Apple refined the experience and dominated. First movers can only win when they scale faster than the competitors, adapt faster than the market changes, and defend their position with execution, not hype. Which is why Amazon, despite being early to the online retail, kept behaving like a late mover, constantly reinventing, building ahead, and prioritizing long-term scale over short-term profits. And why Nvidia spent years investing in GPU computing long before AI became mainstream, patiently positioning itself for a future others ignored. If you're building something today, don't rush to be first. Be right. Study failed pioneers in your space and build for scalability, not headlines. Let others test the market if possible, and focus on execution over originality.